Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. Over here by the Red Dot and Causeway Pier, they've been getting big black drum and some good eating size drum, keeper drum on the piers at night. What I like to do is when that north wind's blowing and pushing that water through the bridge coming this way, I'll start my drift right about the corner of the pier, starting my drift and come across. And once I get up into the flat a little ways, I'll turn and burn it back around and start my drift again. I drifted here, I guess it was last year. I made this drift, caught 18 trout and 4 redfish in one drift. So, I know it doesn't look like much, but there are some good fish in here, especially when that north wind is blowing. Over here, just south of Pita Island, on the King Ranch shoreline, before you get to the mouth of Hog Slough, we've been catching good numbers of trout. Uh, Man, it's just been really good with the north wind blowing. This kind of protects you. The wind blows off that point here that comes around just south of the island. But get up tight to the shore, get in about knee deep water, and then just start throwing those corkies and Meridines and the popping corks and live shrimp, and you'll catch plenty of fish along this shoreline. And then when you get to Hog Slough, the one that opens up with the pole on it, stop, work that area real well, because you'll catch some good fish on here. You don't want to just blow through it and wade through it, but there's some good fish to be caught right here at the mouth of Hog Slough. Over here in Hotel Channel, we've been catching good numbers of black drum, also catching some sand trout in here. Sand trout, black drum, you get an occasional speck or red mixed in, mainly just the drum and the down here closer to the island is where we're catching the drum, and as you get closer to the pure oil side, that's where we're catching the sand trout. And I like to fish this channel on a strong north wind. Over here in the S curve, it's been red hot. I mean, we are catching a ton of fish in here, just throwing shrimp on the bottom, black drum, redfish, trout, you name it, they're in here. I even caught a couple of flounder the other day. I remember, we're not able to keep flounder right now, so let those flatties go. We won't be able to keep them until December 15th, 16th, something like that. And but this S curve, people line the bank right here. If you're in a boat, just power pull down on the far north side of the channel, or come up into the flat right here, which we call Packery Flats. Power pull down in here, throw shrimp on the bottom, you'll catch lots of fish. Over here on East Clayburg Point, we've been catching good numbers of trout and drum mixed. Coming in here with live shrimp under a popping cork, or just shrimp on the bottom for the drum, and you'll get good mixed bags. When the wind is blowing out of the north, it's not too bad, especially if you come down behind the tide gauge and come out. But don't try coming over here on a north wind if you gotta come down the channel, because it is just too rough. But on the calmer days, it's nice to run the channel or run out in the open. But along this edge here, in about 8 foot of water, right up against the rock, you'll be catching those drum, catching sand trout, catching specks. But also every now and then you'll catch a big bull red doing the same thing. So come in here and catch some good fish. Over here around Black Bluff and White Bluff both, we've been catching just solid fish, north wind blowing, coming over here. I know this is South Shore Baffin, and the water can get real rough in here, but if you just get along this edge, anchor from the front, let the back of your boat swing around, and then power pull down, you'll do just as good. And we are catching reds, drum, trout. I had 145 pounds out here the other day, and so it was pretty rough, but we made it. We made it work, and just come down here. Be careful. Try not to get too close to some of the other boats, because there are other boats.
Grant Coppin, thanks for watching.